Snowboarders Jake Pates, Kelly Clark closer to qualifying for Pyeongchang Olympics. Breckenridge, Colorado. As much as the freeskiers and snowboarders wanted this to be like any other dew tour, they knew it couldn't. It's an Olympic year, and this event helps determine who will make the U.S. team for Pyeongchang. So over 4 days of competition at Breckenridge Ski Resort, they pushed their riding, attempted tricks they might have only done a handful of times and, in a few cases, locked up their spots on the team. I think everyone is just hungry to do their best, and it kind of is such a big stage to progress that a lot of these events that happen every year, you kind of can redeem yourself, where the Olympics is you may only get to go to a couple if you're lucky in your whole career, said snowboarder Jamie Anderson. I think that's what inspires everyone to work harder on their rail tricks, their double corks or whatever it may be, and just tried their best overall. More. Chris Corning, first American to qualify for slopestyle team. More youngsters bolster already strong U.S. snowboarding team for Pyeongchang with the qualifying process past the halfway point for most events. Here's a look at the implications from the competitions here. 3 athletes locked up their spots for Pyeongchang. Anderson, the Sochi gold medalist, finished second to Canadian Spencer O'Brien to make her the top American. Combined with a win in the first qualifying event at the U.S. Grand Prix in February, she's in. Just as expected was halfpipe snowboarder Chloe Kim punching her ticket. The 17-year-old has dominated the sport over the past few years, and her dew tour gold was her second win in as many weeks. And 18-year-old Chris Corning earned his first Olympic berth despite dealing with a back contusion he suffered last week at the U.S. Grand Prix at Copper Mountain. He was second overall and the top-ranked American in that big air event, and he finished second in slopestyle behind Canadian Maxence Parrott on Saturday. I kind of had been around for a little bit, just chipping away, and then last year everything kind of clicked and my runs started to be good enough to get my name recognized, Corning said. So being able to put runs down that were big enough to do that has been really good, and it's been kind of a confidence booster. Perhaps no one got a bigger boost than Jake Pates, a 19-year-old snowboarder who landed a backside double twist 1260 to take the men's halfpipe competition in the first major win of his career. It was only the 4th time he'd tried the trick, one which only a handful of riders, including Olympic gold medalists Shaun White and Yuri Podlachikov, can do. I've watched my idols do that trick for so long, Pates said. It was groundbreaking when they did it, so I kind of just wanted that for myself. Pates isn't mathematically in yet, but he's in better shape. So is Ben Ferguson, whose third-place finish in that event followed a second last week when he was the top American at Copper Mountain. On the women's side, 3-time Olympic medalist Kelly Clark is in good shape to make the team. She has 2 podium finishes, 3rd last week and 2nd in the dew tour on Friday. 2 other riders would need to take a 1st and 2nd place finish in the next 2 events and have Clark and Kim not be a factor for Clark not to make her 5th Olympic team. On the freeskiing side, Alex Ferreira and Aaron Blunk moved a step closer to qualifying after finishing 1st and 2nd, respectively, in the halfpipe. We needed that one, said Ferreira. Less stress, for sure, and now we can just go ski. It's beautiful. It's good. In slopestyle, Sochi bronze medalist Nick Goper finished second to Swede Henrik Harlaut on Saturday in the first qualifier for that event. Snow cancelled an earlier qualifier in February, so men's freeski slopestyle athletes will compete in 2 events at each of the next 2 U.S. Grand Prix that serve as qualifiers next month. For the U.S., the field is deepest in men's snowboard halfpipe or men's freeski slopestyle. In the latter, Sochi silver medalist Gus Kenworthy finished 6th and Sochi Olympian Bobby Brown was 8th after injuring his ankle. Olympic gold medalist Josh Christensen tore his ACL in May and returned to skis last month, so he didn't compete. Young skiers like Alex Hall and Cody LaPlante are also in the mix to claim a spot on the team. In the halfpipe, Danny Davis and Greg Bretz are trying to return to the Olympics, while Chase Josie and Gabe Ferguson are trying to make their first team. And White, the 2-time Olympic gold medalist, didn't make the final after falling on his 2 runs in snowy conditions on Thursday. "In the grand scheme of things, I would have loved to have made finals and locked up my spot on the team," White said. "But I got the excitement, and I don't know if you call it the fear in me still of now I'm hungry to make the team." In a sport where progression is exalted, the athletes pushed the level of riding at the deux tours. Clark and Kim both landed 1080s, the toughest trick women are doing in the halfpipe, with Kim working on hitting them back-to-back. In slopestyle, Anderson attempted but did not land her double cork. "I love seeing where the level of snowboarding is at," Clark said. "You usually see this in February and March, and we're seeing it in November." Athletes get a break from competition over the holidays and resume qualifying contests with the U.S. Grand Prix in Snowmass, Colorado, on January 10th to 14th. From there, they'll conclude qualifying with another U.S. Grand Prix at Mammoth Mountain, California, on January 17th to 21st.